Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for July 30th, 2014. So we'll start with one tree magic card as usual and see how many more cards I draw. And start with 4 chicken cards. Okay. Okay. We have aspiration, the tree of heaven, and it says aim high, gifts of heaven will be granted to you, dream, plan, and believe. It's interesting because yesterday it was about kind of aiming higher also, just kind of getting out of any conflict or mess, just kind of leaving it behind. And yeah, this is really talking about, you'll get what you want or you'll get what you need if you just choose not to be a part of lower stuff. Okay. And we have little spirit angel who's always by our side trying to steer us in the right direction. And Quinta, which is she actually represented the 5th chakra, and but her nature, and actually she represented the 5th chakra of men, actually more specifically than women. So like a male, physical male figure, and then. She also kind of got this like frustration and kind of, I don't know, overwhelm, and she kind of freak out about things a lot, and she kind of ended up finally kind of changing her perspective on life, and she really calmed down. She became much more laid back later on. So, yeah, it's kind of. I always think about with the boys, the men, that nothing, this nothing box. I don't know if I saw this thing about how. Women don't know about this box. That men's brain is a bunch of boxes, and they have this nothing box, and there's nothing in it, and they love this box, and they don't want, that they will always be in this box every chance they can get, and I think they go into that box because, all the different conflicts with all these other boxes in their heads, it's like they relate one-on-one to everybody, and then when it comes to kind of integrating, their understanding of how interacting with this one person will influence and be, a consequence or change all his other relationships by every interaction with each individual person, all of the relationships are shifting and changing, and men kind of, I don't know, they don't like looking at all that stuff all the time, so they like that nothingness box. But let's keep drawing cards because I want to see how this comes out. So we have a decision or a choice or a direction to go in here. So okay, and then we got snowball. So that's about, things getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can create things, you can clear things away. Okay, and then we have Singa, 5 of fire. So, and Singa is the magical protective lion that is an animal that can, interact with people. So it's about kind of the exchange between the human with the animal world within people, you know, that like the ego is made up of a bunch of animals, you know, all these different personalities, all the kind of modes of thinking and acting and expressing. And so interesting. I'm going to draw 2 more cards here. This is a really mixed bag, this reading here, because there's something here that kind of, you know, this is about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. There's something about a choice here that we need more information to take an action or have an expression. Whereas over here, this is, you know, kind of, she was always an adventurer. She likes to go out and do a bunch of things. But this is about really being brave, having that bravery, and you know, the will of the lion and the strength of the lion, and but also being able to kind of manage conflict here, and being strong and being able to like journey and travel. And we have this snowball, so I have a question about this snowball, what this snowball's doing here. And poor little snowball. She's so cute. I was hanging out with her today, but okay, we got Da Vinci. Okay, and I'm gonna pick a card for over here too. Okay, and Snowflake. Oh, we have my 2 white frizzles over here. Ah! Just spilled everything. Oh, good thing I didn't light on fire. Okay. All right. So, okay. I'm understanding this a little bit more now. Okay. So the snowball, the reason for the snowball, I think that the snowball is going in a good direction, and there is I want to say it's more like the courage or the bravery of cutting things away, sacrificing what does not work, and moving on, taking that journey and moving on. And we have Da Vinci here, who is the very talented one, skilled in many ways. So this is really because these two are so contrasting. Well, not contrasting, but it's like there's no desire to be in a conflict or a fight. I mean, it's just a waste of time, because this type of person, Da Vinci, does not waste time in that low energy. I mean, it's just not something that serves his interests, you know. If there's no interest in it, there's no reason to go there, you know. So this seems like a journey, like a moving on, moving out of a situation. And the snowball is that, you know, it's going somewhere. It's, you know, the snowball is going on this trajectory, and where, you know, the person themselves is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, it's like kind of coming out of a place that that is lower in energy and not working. You know, so and the snowball clears the way, like an avalanche. It will clear the way, and you know, just start everything fresh. And they're fun. So it's like, you know, the kind of the building, and you can build, you know, snowmen, and you can build things with the snowball. It can build upon itself. So it's kind of like the fun and the joy and the real authentic self building. And you know, even like this Da Vinci coming out in people, because he was a Renaissance man. He was a genius. He was able to do so many different things. And I mean, an artist and an engineer and a philosopher. I mean, he had so many different things to him, and he spent his time in this creative space, you know. So it's really about moving into this Da Vinci thing, and then, you know, Singa kind of coming out of battle, really, you know, coming out of the lower energy, whatever that may be, you know. So kind of starting fresh, starting new. And then over here, okay, so we have Quinta, where, you know, there's some information that is missing. You need to step back, see the bigger picture. You're a little too focused on something that might not look good when you don't step back and see the bigger picture. You know, like it really, you know, things can appear any way, any possible way, and that's the way things appear are not always the way they are, and the physical matters or the physical circumstances are really not as relevant as the inner workings of what happened and why everything happened, you know. So this is like really understanding the depth of a situation and the complexity of a situation, you know, stepping back and seeing that bigger picture, and seeing all the, you know, the whole landscape, and seeing all the details. And so, yeah, we don't have to worry. We're gonna figure out if you know, when there's an action that needs to be taken, we'll figure that out. And you know, I don't know why I was thinking about that. Well, I guess because I mentioned that she was represented a male fifth chakra, and the men are really having a harder time than the women to kind of get their life purpose going, I think. Not all men. I mean, definitely there's a lot of men out there that have their life purpose, and they're, you know, going full blown and on their spiritual path. But there's a lot of hang-ups with the men because of this kind of this simple thinking or lack of thinking, you know, the denial. But there's the Singa. This is a hook, right? The Jack this is fire coming to you. This is the Jack of Fire, and this is like this is you know, she represents the uniqueness of a personality. So it's almost like the passions inside of you, or your nature is sparking up again, or, you know, there's a nature that sparks up, and it could be. This could be, you know, the same person here, these two, or they could be opposite, because there's a lock and a fit with the snowflake. The snowflake can only have a nice lock and fit with you know, certain people. We have different bonds with everybody. So the way a person can interact with you know, this fear or whatever, it might I want to say, because there's this action here, there's something about I want to say this action needs to take care of a problem here, and then the snowflake is about really seeing the uniqueness of yourself and of another person, and, you know, being able to connect the energy, and you know, remind a person who they are. A lot of times, you know, we can bring out a person's nature, or they can bring out our own nature, you know, when we have that lock and fit. It's like all of a sudden that fire within us gets magnetized or amplified, or it just all of a sudden appears, you know, when there's like that, the kind of the charge outside of us that you know, lights us up. And you know, this really is the, you know, the phenomena. I mean, women can do that too, where we can avoid something and not think about something, and kind of shy away from it or put it off. We keep putting it off, and so I mean that's the same phenomena where we're not sure how to, you know, interact with our life path, or how to you know, get what we want, or you know, kind of link up with the people that we need to be around, or you know, just kind of, you know, do what we need to do for our purpose, our life purpose. You know, if we need to create something, or make a, you know, write an article, or, you know, do something, get a project going. Sometimes we don't know exactly how to do that, or you know, how it's all gonna work out. We have like fears, or maybe there's a problem in it, and we need to kind of step back and really look at that. And okay, sorry about that. My landlord just stopped by. So, but anyway, so what I was saying was, there's something here that we need to kind of stop freaking out about, basically. We need to step back, see the bigger picture, see how we're being too focused in something, or maybe somebody else is freaking out about something, and they you know, they're really worried about something that, you know, really is okay, but people can't, you know, they always have those influences of those mass beliefs. So it's, you know, a lot of the fear, so much of the fear is just like, you know, from what other people are saying, you know, and it's not even a real fear. It's, these people are just trying to scare you, you know. So a lot of times our fears come from, you know, people trying to scare us, or, you know, just things that are not even real, you know. So it seems like there's something bothering here, and a little bit scary, and there's a little bit of shutdown, but we need to know that it's okay, and step back and see the bigger picture, and we can come up with this decision. And whatever this is, Snowflake is the reminder in the middle here that only we can be us, and everybody is them. So and the way we fit together, you know, it's like you just, you know, we can't partner with everybody. There's only, I mean, for me, I've only met 2 people in my entire life that I could marry. One was 10 years ago, and one was recent. And other than that, I can't be with anybody else. I don't even like to date people. It's boring. I know I'm not interested. You know, why? You know, there's only a certain people that we go with, and, you know, and with our uniqueness, there's not that many people out there, you know. So and it might not be, you know, this could even be friends. I mean, there's only so many I mean, my best friends are few and far between, because, you know, there's only a few people that match with me in such a, you know, perfect way, you know. And so anyway, you know, this is really about that. People will end up, you know, having their drive and their connection to one another, if they're, you know, if they're meant to be in relationship, and, you know, if they're meant to be in life path. If someone's meant to be in your life path, then they will you know, come and join you. And so anyway, yeah, okay, so we need to kind of step back here and see that, you know, things are all fitting together like a perfect little puzzle here, and we might need to make a decision once, you know, we're not freaking out. Or maybe somebody else needs to make a decision once they're not freaking out. And over here we have the snowball. You know, things are growing and building upon themselves. And there is a coming out of a messy situation. And this, you know, Da Vinci, this is stepping into yourself, into your higher self. You know, I mean, he lived his life like with his higher self, you know, being able to experience the world, and you know, his higher self being expressed. Da Vinci was able to express his higher self. So aim high. That's the message. Aim high, and all of this stuff, your life path will come together. You know, your life path will work itself out, and you have, you know, just kind of transcending this stuff. You know, there's no reason to be in the lower negative stuff. You know, life is good. So, you know, is stepping away from this, and you're protected. This is magical protection. And actually, it's funny that snowball is actually magical. Snow is considered magical the way it changes the way everything looks. So, yeah, overall, it seems like there is a change and a coming out of, or coming forward, or coming, you know, a growth, a shift and a change and a growth. And there's something here on this side that needs to happen, and something that we need to, you know, really step outside of and get a better perspective on, and, you know yourself, and know other people. Just stand in the truth of who you are and who other people are, and magnetically we enhance each other. For, you know, if you have a positive lock and fit, you know, it's like positive enhancement of bringing out true personality and bringing out the inner self, the higher self. You know, this snowflake, you know, is Da Vinci was a full-blown snowflake. You know, so yeah, although this really has to do with personality, and this is more like skills and talents, but yeah, I mean, it's both the personality needs to come out, and the skills and the talents, and this is like really successful here. So this is the aiming high here. And then these two, we don't have to worry about. This is already taken care of. This is, you know, protection, adventure, moving on, moving away, and this is, you know, get to the top of that mountain and really see everything, see the bigger picture, and you know, you'll know if you have to take action or do something. You'll be informed by the universe. You will be moved by the universe. So, anyway, I hope everybody got what they needed out of this today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.